Hey, how's it going? Let's look at Padlet. Padlet is another free resource, and with Padlet you can create a brainstorming space, or you can have open discussions with your class. If you want, you can go ahead and jump right into Padlet and start creating your wall immediately by clicking Create Something. But I recommend that you create an account with Padlet. This allows you to build and store your walls to access them later. You can sign up with your Google account by clicking sign up and then sign up with Google here. But I'm an old timer, so I'm going to log in with my Google account here. Once you're logged in with your Google account, it'll take you to your home page, which will show you your Padlet since you've already created. But I want to start from scratch to give you guys an idea of how to create your own Padlet wall. You'll do that by clicking the plus sign in the upper right hand corner of your screen. I'm going to create a new Padlet. Your Padlet wall is going to look pretty boring when you start it, when you create it from scratch. So I would recommend you customize it and modify your wall first before you give it out to your students. To do that, you can click on the gear on the right side of your screen. This toolbar will be here on the right side. You can hide the doc while you're presenting to your class so that they can't change it or they can't see it. But if you want to show it, you can make some changes this way. So I'm going to click on the gear to modify the wall. The first thing you can do is you can change the portrait, which is it's a small image that's going to be on the upper left hand corner of your screen. This is just another way to personalize your wall. So I'm going to click on Gorilla here. Or you can add your own image from your computer and give it a title. So I'm just going to give it a generic title here. And you can also give it a description. So if you wanted your class to answer the essential question, you could put it here, or you could use it as an exit slip. You could put your question here as well. I'm just going to type your question here, or type a description of the wall. And you can see as I'm typing, it appears underneath the title in the upper left hand corner, and the participants will be able to see this as well. So I would recommend you have a description to go along with your title. Another way to personalize your wall is to change the wallpaper. So if I click on the Wallpaper tab, you'll see that there's some public domain pictures here that Padlet allows you to use. So if you want to click on one of those, kind of change the mood of your wall. But you'll notice at the very top, you can also add your own. So you can add your own from the internet. You can upload your own picture if you have it saved on your computer here, or you can take a picture with your web camera here. And always click allow to access your microphone and camera. But for now, I'm just going to go with one of the pictures. I'm going to go back so I can show you from the wallpaper. I'm just going to go with one of the pictures of the ocean here. That's pretty cool. Another thing you can do is change the layout while you're in your settings. Freeform allows your users to post wherever they want on the wall. The only drawback with Freeform is you may have some students who post a message. Like I'll double click here and just put something, and then you may have another friend come in here and put something else, and they could put it on top of the other one, so you couldn't see the original post. So that could be a problem. So if this does happen, you can change the layout to a streamlined post, and that way it's just one on top of the other. You can see it a little bit better. But it's your choice, whatever fits your classroom. On the Privacy tab, this gives you the options of how you want people or your participants to access your wall. It defaults to the hidden link, which means that it's hidden from Google and public areas of Padlet, but this is still accessible for your participants once you give them the link. And with the default hidden link, you can change their accessibility. Right now it defaults to they can write on there, but we could also change it so that they can only edit his or her posts and not posts from others. Or you can have it so that they can moderate, so They can edit any posts and approve posts, almost like their administrator. So that's kind of like the top line accessibility there. Or they can only view it, so they can't add new posts. They can only view the wall. Again, this is whatever's best for your classroom. I recommend that they can write, but they can only write on his or her post, and they can't change anyone else's. I'll go through the other visibility options. If it's private, only you and the people you add by email can access the wall. So this is if you had a small brainstorming group, you could add their email addresses here, and so that it's private and only accessible to those people. I've seen teachers use the password protected option here. So this is another way to restrict your wall from other users. You can make the password here, and then the participants will need to enter this password to access the wall. There's also the option of making it totally public, so that it will show up in Google searches, and it'll also be featured on, it could be featured by Padlet on the home page. So choose whatever option works best in your classroom. I usually go with hidden link, and I usually go so they can write. Another option that Padlet features is the ability to moderate your post. So if you want to monitor your wall a little bit more closely, you can check this box so that you must approve each post before it goes onto your wall. The next thing I want to show you is your notifications, and what this does is it allows Padlet to send you an email when someone has posted something on your wall. And there's only one email a day, but that feature is available, just so you know. And one of the last things we can do to modify our wall is modifying or changing the address. And this is how you share your wall with the people who you want to participate in it. As you can see, right now our current address is padlet.com/crogers, and then some funky letters and numbers here. So this is what you would give your students so that they can participate in the wall. Or if you want, you can you could pick a unique address. So if I choose Mr. Just MR, that's available. My awesome wall, that's available. If I change it to Mr. Rogers, you could pick that. So now that web address you give is padlet.com/crogers/Mr. Rogers. That makes it a little bit easier for your participants to join in the discussion. Now I want to show you how your participants post their messages. It's pretty easy. All you have to do is just double click, and you want to have them put their name on the first line so that you can see who's posting what. Otherwise it can be anonymous. You won't be able to see who's posted something. The next thing you would type in your description here. So if they're answering their social question, or if they're contributing to the brainstorm, this is where they would do it. Oops. Okay. And with each post, you can attach a web link or web address here. You can also upload files from your computer, and you can take and add pictures from the webcam there. If I'm going to go back and change the layout to freeform to show you that your participants can change the size of their post by dragging the arrows in the bottom right of their screen of their post there. They can also edit their post by clicking the pencil, and they can delete the post if they want to. And as administrator or owner of the wall, you can delete all the posts underneath this privacy setting. And the last thing I want to show you is how to share the wall once you're finished with it. They have many different options. I recommend just downloading an image of the wall or a PDF. Those seem to be the easiest to use. But that's Padlet, and this is a great resource for brainstorming with your classroom and a great way for your friends to create, collaborate, and publish. Thanks.